Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of victory for me. May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism, and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
Mit dem Holz der Vergangenheit und dem Feuer der Gegenwart schreitet das Leben immer weiter voran. Bei unseren Taten werden wir uns vor dem Feuer verantworten müssen.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages, our moment has finally come.
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing. Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
Dies ist für all diejenigen, die ihr Leben für Natlan geopfert haben. Wir rücken aus.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, traveler.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger, and make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
Alright, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with Natlan after we're through with them.
Die Monster des Abgrunds sind viele, aber wir genauso. Können gut zu alle lieber ganz gedacht. Okay, keine Ahnung, was das ist.
Too slow. Behold! Search for it.
Burn that flag!
Whirling snow!
Squall and fury.
Whoa, what's that? Aerial support from Moika? Look how powerful she is now. It's borderline unfair. Let's dance.
Behold!
Here comes the finale.
Use my power to destroy the Abyss tumors.
Got it. Thanks for the backup.
Wind rises.
Oh, did you guys see that huge fireball? It exploded right above my head.
Sorry, Mualani. I'll adjust my aim.
No, you're good, Archon. It didn't hurt at all. Plus, it was freaking cool.
Not great for your eyesight, though.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Ach, der abscheuliche Abgrund.
Ugh, a house coming in way too hot. Is it possible to mute him?
Done.
Thank you, Moika.
Oh mein Gott, der hat sich einfach den Arsch gemutet. Geil.
Backup has arrived. All right, give him hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
Following me, wretched vermin! Behold! The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy. Wind rises.
Kachina, over here! I'll send you up, it'll be quicker!
Das ist wie ein Seelenpfad zu aufregen. Jetzt bin ich dran. Los, kleine Wirbeln.
Okay, everyone's safe. Granny, please go on ahead with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, roar on! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous. Hey, you're back.
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, death is now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got. Behold.
Korruption 26%. Aha. Die Anzahl von Monstern sinkt und die Gesamtzahl der Gefallen sinkt auch. Die Aktivität ist noch so stark und durch das Element beschädigt. Das ist... sieht gut aus für uns. Und da ist Murawaki jetzt im Bild gesehen.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
Ich habe mich um den Geschwürstellen des Abgrunds gekümmert.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it!
Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching to bash some heads in.
Oh! Fair enough.
Ian-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium.
Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Veresa. She says they're safe now.
Klingt, dass alle Regionen gesichert. Die Kräfte des Abgrunds werden schwächer.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection on our side!
Moment, der Abgrund schickt eine große Einheit in Richtung der Arena. Ich vermute, sie haben erkannt, dass die Ode der Auferstehung das Blatt gewendet hat. Sie werden versuchen, das heilige Feuer zu zerstören.
We ain't gonna let them get away with that! Friends, let's gather at the stadium!
More abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. Oh, we need someone to guard the main entrance.
Überlasst es mir.
Alright, this is the final battle!
Swollen Fury! You're dead! Now the wind rises. Cry louder! Let's get this show on the road!
Take flight!
Step right up! Squall and Fury! wretched vermin! The wind rises. Nothing worth mentioning. Search for it. How amusing.
My apologies.
Squall and fury.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
A round of applause. Behold.
We won! We won!
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join him with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things can basically go back to normal, right?
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting for our nation. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need, and that is the captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
So, Captain.
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior. You remind me of the Prince. The similarities in your approach are striking, especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see him soon.
Thank you.
Hey, Auroran! How are the Masters of the Night Wind doing?
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I think we should be fine. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back so I can pitch in.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little distressing.
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right. Okay.
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
Nein, ich wollte nur meinen Teil dazu
I
beitragen.
spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Trotzdem ist es traurig, dass einige Leute nicht durch die Ode der Auferstehung gerettet werden konnten. Ich glaube, ich würde gerne Kerzen herstellen und eine Mahnwache für sie abhalten, wenn ich nach Hause komme.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan. An age of unprecedented peace.
Let's go to Kenich first. Kenich, du bist ein echter Glückspilz. Keine Ahnung, wie du noch am Leben bist. Ich habe im Moment nicht die Nerven dafür. Pass lieber auf, was du sagst.
Unless you want to get punched in the face. What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
So gefällt mir das. Ein mickriger Sieg und schon steigt euch allen das zu Kopf. Ihr werdet längst Hackfleisch, wenn der allmächtige Drachenfürst nicht so heldenhaft gehandelt hätte. In Ordnung. Ehre, wem Ehre gebührt. Hier ein paar Weihnachtstrauben für deine Mühe. Behandle mich nicht wie ein Papagei. Wie steht es um die Nachkommen der Baumkronen und das Kollektiv der Fülle? Boten sind am schlimmsten betroffen. Ich rechne damit, dass es in Lettland noch einige Zeit lang Verzögerung bei allen Lieferungen geben wird. Aber glücklicherweise haben sich viele bereit erklärt, in Teilzeit mitzuhelfen. Sollte die Situation etwas
The
erleichtern.
Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Na, wer hätte das denn gedacht? Sie sind ziemlich lecker. Oh, Dina. Noch ein paar Trauben, aber Dalli. Wie du wünschst, Pauli. Oh mein Gott, einmal geniet. Da hast du dir aber ein Haustier zugelegt. Okay, Maui.
Ah, welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just tired, or...?
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natland stretching out below me. People everywhere, giving everything they had for a chance at victory. I just... If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now's not the time for that. Fruit juice, right?
Make it a large?
Wenigstens jetzt vorbei. Das ist doch schon mal etwas.
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last step to go. Namely, my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch. Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able to handle it. Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only.
Ich nehme an, der Krieg der Nachtwächter ist in nächster Zeit vorbei.
Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasions. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, eternal peace. We've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes. In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own?
Ich kann so ruhigen Gewissens auf meine Reise zurückblinken.
A clear conscience. Great answer. That's how life should be lived, to the fullest, with no regrets. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step. You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss. But I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous, and you have the rest of your journey to consider. I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the speaker's chamber. I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then I hope to hear your verdict.
Follow me.
Hey, traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly. What's up?
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
What? Are you serious?
Ist ja noch mal, okay, trotzdem sterben.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely, but... Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone. I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone.
Ich schau mal, was ich tun kann.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you. Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power, but if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our chances to help.
Got it. Mum's the word.
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way, I think it's finally time for a well-earned drink.
Go easy, though, yeah?
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
Okay. Ja.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. You made the shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Malipo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won, it's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right? So cheer up.
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Malipo in our tribe? Unless... surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
Fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality. I can't help but feel a little worried.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be Archon. Come on, one more round.
After the darkness will come the dawn.
No one fights alone.
For Natlan!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bargaining table.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is, are you prepared to pay?
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No, a fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price be paid. Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss, and it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even I cannot dream of.
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please as you might think.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole my power.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name?
Ich habe das Geschenk des Herrschers der Nacht empfangen.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension, me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
Weil sie möchte, dass ich mit ihr in die letzte Schlacht ziehe.
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help.
Funktioniert die Ode der Auferstehung wieder?
Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care of you. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Gut, dann werde ich dir in der Schlacht beistehen.
Whoa. Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this?
Du wirst zurückbleiben müssen.
What? You mean we'll be separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me?
Ich werde ein totales Wrack sein, so viel ist sicher. Aber nur kurz.
Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but we'll give Paimon some time and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future, until the end of time. If you have any other questions, please ask away.
I have questions.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
Über die Folgen des Kriegs.
The work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and there's simply no replacing the ones we lost. As the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please
Über
ask
den
away.
trügerischen Himmel und die seltsamen Fragmente.
False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think this was the first proof of its existence. I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been observed in any other nation. My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope they don't cause me any trouble over it.
Oh, you should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. And I don't expect much of a backlash. Meanwhile, We can look into it at our own pace. As I've said, if you have any other
Über die
questions,
6 Helden
please
von
ask away.
1.
That wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their names. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in Natland since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived many new lives by now. And so, even though we will never meet again, they will always be by our side in one way or another. I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase "no one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions, we have a temporary alliance, but I can tell that saving Natlan is not his only goal.
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving Natlan would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Conria. But somehow Paimon doubts it's that simple.
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think he has any ill intentions.
Nee, das glaube ich auch nicht. Also die Male, wo ich mit ihm geredet habe. Er hat ein bisschen was von ach, was weiß ich, die aus von Fontaine. Also die Sides of Lassignoir sind alle, die wir bis jetzt getroffen haben. Von denen tut mir eigentlich keiner wirklich böse. Auch Scaramouche nicht. Er war einfach nur verletzt. Und ausgenutzt worden. Okay, und der Dottore finde ich jetzt auch nicht so freundlich. Aber nee, ich halte die Fatui gar nicht für so böse eigentlich, wie sie im Spiel oft die Leute vermuten, muss ich sagen. Im Prinzip wollen sie sich auch nur mit der himmlischen Ordnung anlegen. Darauf bin ich gespannt.
Now, we should focus on the final battle. As I've said, if you have any other
Ich
questions...
habe keine weiteren Fragen, dankeschön.
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time, he is alone.
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your long journey.
Natland still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to face. For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natland's future, I need your help.
Jetzt im Brennen bestimmte Regenbogen. Auftrag abgeschlossen. Yeah, the final battle is still before. Ja, da haben wir es geschafft. Trotz übelst leckendem PC. Sind wir durchgekommen. Aber es ist noch lang nicht vorbei. Ja, ich bin mal gespannt, was es noch wird. Mit unserem Ancient Name und all dem. Letzte Schlacht wird etwas Besonderes. Die Frage ist, ob Milwaukee wirklich sterben wird. Oder ob wir es irgendwie schaffen, das Ganze wieder zu überlisten, wie so oft bei einem weiteren toten Archon haben wir Vroni, beziehungsweise Fusselor. Let's see what happens. So, hier haben wir die Pilgerchronik. Frag mich, wie wir das alles vollkriegen. Oder für die verschiedenen Quests, Quests machen müssen, weiß ich nicht. Wir müssen ja auch noch die Stammchronik machen. Yeah.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
We will see what happens in the soon future. Nächste Version kommt ziemlich bald raus. Naja, wir müssen auch immer noch hier die Stammeschronik machen. Da haben wir auch immer noch was. Ja. In Theorie möchte ich gar nicht reden. Werden wir alles mit der Zeit hoffentlich mitkriegen.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation.
Bessere Leistung auftreiben können. Und ja, dann werde ich hoffentlich auch wieder mehr Bock haben und es wird alles wieder flüssiger laufen und ich kann wieder ordentlich streamen. Ja, mal schauen, was passiert. Wir werden uns auf jeden Fall wiedersehen. Wann auch immer das sein mag. Ciao!